One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference taking on another team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Mustangs will put total leather and we'll get started. The returner will field it and bring it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand it.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Harden. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
To throw, it's Jennings. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up second 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Under fire. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. He's going for the big play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
He'll try to do it himself. It's a seam wide open. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off play action. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Dropping back, it's Jennings. He wants to go deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The give on the inside. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks. Coverage-wise, this quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guys...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the back. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Takes it the other way. The 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, SMU! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. Fielded in the end zone. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Scooped up by the kicking team.
Nice punt return. Punt return a lot of times is about angles, and you can tell the defender takes a good angle. Did they give up a bunch of yards? Yes, but they still got an opportunity now to bring on the defense and try to get a goal line stand.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Under fire. Floating away. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Clemson is quick to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there, 4th down and long? No problem. I got this in the first half.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Looking deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Throws toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
This time he's got his man. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting.
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Steps away to find some room. He's got it on the outside. Oh, look out on the right. All out of space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out. Zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Denson. And his first throw here is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Wants to go up top on first down. And as he throws, he caught it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. A little release to the back. They will score! Touchdown, Mustangs! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Stanford is putting on quite a fireworks show today, and they're loving every minute of this one right now on the farm. They're up 14 over Florida State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Yeah, it's just the throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open. It looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving, and he, of course, threw it into the...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On fourth down, going to the air. Gonna let it fly. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. To the air, it's Denson. Showing the arm strength to the left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here's the pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. smashes the heart of the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Randall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He wants to change this route. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Lets it fly on the move. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the first half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position, forcing that incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Denson. He'll take another shot here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
SMU 49, Clemson 0.
And the Mustangs will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Clemson jumps to the line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Lost one deep down the right side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
He's going to fire deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's complete. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me 1 too.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Mustangs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Big fella moving. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Clemson, 0.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Here we go.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. Fires to the wideout. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of.
Unloads it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Wants to keep it in the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area. They forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here, it'd make it really tough on their opponent to kick a field goal.
Going for it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fires to the end zone. Big guy smells it.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising. I gotta be honest.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the right side. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on 4th down. No dice. Offense now set up an easy.
Sneaks it in. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. The short hands, it's Haynes. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Running through contact. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
At this point, it's a lot about pride for this offense. They're just trying to find a way to get on the board. They have been shut out. That last incompletion, I mean, they're now trying to take shots and see if they can just come up with something. I don't even know if they believe they can get it done. It just feels obligatory, guys, at this point. Let's just throw it up and see if something good can happen.
Looking to throw on third. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Clemson is quick to the line.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. Oh, they're after him. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up, and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 7 over Florida State. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Offense gets set for second down. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. There he goes. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's looking deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Easy. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up. On fourth down, looking to pass. He'll take a shot. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's going up top here late in the game. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do